Welcome back everybody to part 19 of my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. As you can tell, we're in a completely different area right now. That's because I started this game all the way in Rattay, and I've been kind of traveling around looking for more herbalism ingredients, or I guess herbs, alchemy ingredients, whatever you want to call it. I've been going around getting ingredients so I can make more potions, and I've made some saver snaps, so at least we're good as far as saving. It's really not as big of a deal as some people made it seem, when the game first came out, but, whatever. So, like I mentioned in my previous video, I am going to be doing something different, and by something different, I am going to be working on new DLC stuff. Well, not new DLC stuff. This has been out for a while. But, stuff that I haven't done before. We're going to ignore the main quest at least for this video. And maybe pick it up in the next one depending on how this goes. But, if the DLC menu is telling me anything, is that this is a tournament symbol. So I'm actually really curious to see what this is about. Considering that we already did the tournament in Rattay. And I thought that was it. But, whatever. Oh, that's a different quest as well. Oh yeah, I know that one. I'll do that one later. Anyway. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started. I actually had to restart this video because I realized that I wasn't muted on the capture utility. So I didn't want to have to deal with editing, like, with my voice popping up twice. It's gonna be like really weird and inconvenient to work all that out. But let's go and get started.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Is something wrong, sir?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
Well, why?
The tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfur. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
Uh-oh. Sounds like he died.
I see. And he got hurt in the arena?
Oh, heavens no. Sir Hanush set the rules in such a way that nobody would suffer more than a bruise or two, and he makes damn sure the rules are obeyed.
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartalfur wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weasel, and he put his heart and soul into it.
So what the fuck happened to him?
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled.
Oh.
On account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfur was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
Wait. Well, we killed Black Peter already.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
It was the first thing crossed my mind. Aye. But there's no proof. Could have been anyone, I suppose.
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
No, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize and vanished.
Did Svartalfur have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the sawbones could figure out what done him in.
And yet I was Saved by the bathhouse. What the fuck? This is sad, but, you know, like, what the hell?
I think I can tell you what happened to Svatopluk.
Really?
The fact that he died just after beating Black Peter and winning the tourney was no coincidence.
So it was that bastard.
Yes. Black Peter lay in wait and ambushed me. He's a nasty piece of work. The thing is, he had some kind of poison on his weapon, so I reckon he might have poisoned your son. The signs you spoke of point to it.
Merciful God, I knew it. But how did you get away from the fucker? Did you kill him?
Nah, he was no match for me. I sent him straight to hell where he belongs.
Thank you. It won't bring my boy back, but it gives me some peace to know you avenged his death. Here, take this. It's not much, but it's all I have.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Did we just... Okay. Okay. Well... We've done a quest that I haven't done before. But it's a quest I've already done. I just didn't know about it. Huh. You know what? Maybe... Oh, this dude has a sword. Next thing you know, Henry's the Dragonborn. But he just doesn't know it yet. Oh, it's the bailiff. I was like, let's get ready for a fight. Oh man, that's thrown me off. That's fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. Alright, well, that was 5 minutes of dialogue for a quest that we've already done. Accidentally, or not accidentally, inadvertently. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Stephanie and get this other DLC quest. I already know what that is. This is the From the Ashes quest. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so I'll just, you know, be in the shh. You know what? We're gonna be interacting with the lady Stephanie. So we're gonna try to look all noble like. Without all this extra crap. Actually, let's take out our nice clothes. Yeah, decorated shirt. Also, before we continue, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. God damn. Okay, I was gonna say, like, all that for nothing? Okay. So, they'll mad respect someone wearing just the lower half of the armor. But I think we still look pretty snazzy. Yeah. And he's like heavily armed to the teeth. Let's fucking go, Henry. Let's impress some nobility. Looks like we're gonna talk to Sir Divish first, so let's talk to the old man first.
God bless you. What troubles you?
There you go.
Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
Locator?
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes,
Why Pribyslavitz of all places?
because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmetic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out.
Okay, we check it out, friend.
God save, my lord. I hope things are peaceful in your fiefdom.
Peace? Peace is rare in these times. But right now I'm more troubled by politics than warfare.
What's wrong?
The monastery stalled the purchase of stone and everything connected to the building project. And now I find out it's because of the quality of the stone blocks, or so they say. I don't believe a word of it. It looks like profiteering to me.
Oh, we are going to Sasau now.
What do they say is wrong with the stone?
Supposedly there was an accident when one of the stone blocks broke loose, fell, and killed someone. But the quarrymaster swears by all the saints it isn't possible. He says he sends only the best stone, and I believe him. He's reliable and an experienced quarryman.
Profiteering? What's the monastery trying to accomplish?
To lower the price. What else? We've already given them a fair price, and they still delay with payment. Or worse.
Worse? You mean they'll stop paying completely?
You could put it that way. They're looking for an excuse to back out of the contract and find another quarry where they'll be able to secure a more favorable deal.
And is anyone dealing with the problem?
Well, my chamberlain is in charge of it, as always. But all he's done is send them a letter. He says putting more pressure on the monastery could provoke them. Those are his words.
So there's nothing else that can be done?
What a boss.
I've been thinking about taking a more direct approach. But I expect the chamberlain won't even hear of it. He'll just keep on sending them polite letters and hoping that does the trick.
I could help with this.
Do you think this is a job for you? You aren't even in my service.
I do serve Sir Radzig. He knows he can rely on me when he needs me, and I've never let him down.
No, we haven't, Henry.
So do you want to go to Sasau and ask about the stone?
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yes, I'll do it.
We'll do it in like
Good.
2 or 3
I'd
videos.
like you to ask about the stone and keep your ears open. See if they aren't talking about another quarry.
I'll do my best. Hopefully they'll talk to me.
They will. You ride in my name, so don't forget to remind them of it. Good luck to you.
You ride in my name. Don't you forget about Henry. Alright, so we talked to Sir Divish. Now, let's talk to... Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the Sir Divish stuff for now. Because, like, not the monastery part, the DLC part. The reason for that is because... I already know the stuff with Lady Stephanie. So, you know, I don't really want to avoid doing the mission for, like, the main people. Only to do something already done. So, we've already had one... I don't want to call it failed, but we've already had one weird happening with a DLC quest. You know, I want to at least give this one a chance. Like, I already know what happens with it, but I want to see... I don't actually remember how long those events take place, and in what form they take. Because I've only ever gone through it once. So, this should be somewhat interesting. Well, I hope it's interesting, otherwise you guys are in for one boring video. And yes, I'm actually riding there. Because you know what? The amount of times I had to die and respawn to fight bandits here. It's like, yeah. Not taking chances. If I see anybody, I'm gonna save. And then fuck them up.
Yeah.
And as I was saying that, there's the them to fuck them up. They look armored, so fortunately we'll have to do the mace. I say unfortunately because I really love swords. They're really hard to use in game. So depending, like if it's one, I think I've said it in the last video. If it's 1v1, sure. Whatever. I think we're seeing humans and banditos. It's still pretty evenly, you know, fighting. It'd be one thing if they were actually focused on fighting each other. You know, which I had to learn the hard way in the last video. But, you know, as soon as... Yeah. It's like as soon as they all finish. Oh! I was gonna say, as soon as they finish, they're gonna go after me. Like all of them. Attack me.
The pig turns up willingly. I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh shit. Run out of equipped arrows. Henry. Put away the bow. And actually... Yep, there we go.
Fucking come on then! You call that combat?
Oh, motherfucker. Really? Really?
Yeah! What's the matter? Come on!
Did I just get lucky? I just got lucky. So one guy ran off. Need to bandage ourselves. Jesus H. And before we get into anything else, need to actually get my shit together. Foes will be more likely to flee from combat with you. The ones who do fight you will be less determined. So I wasn't gonna pick that one first because I think it's the video before this one or the one before, I can't remember anymore. The one where I end up fighting those dudes above Sasau. I picked Mule first because I figured I'd want all the carrying capacity. But really, it seems we're encountering more and more big groups of enemies. So I'd rather be chasing after them, trying to kill them, compared to actually, you know, like having to fight all of them. When brewing, you can make one extra mistake without affecting the result. Water of life. Cured or cooked food in your inventory will spoil 20% more slowly. Poison applied to a weapon will remain on the blade longer. So, actually I'm gonna do that. It's the same thing as far as like, oh. Ooh. Nice. Heavy Warhammer. Oh, that is sick. Oh, it's a mace. I don't think it's better than our stuff though, but I'll take a good look at it in a sec. This is cool. This worked out very well for us. I wonder if that one guy's gonna come back. You can't sprint while overloaded. Whoa, I guess somehow I don't even know. I just don't understand how, some of these prices are crazy. My question is, how much of the prices are actually, you know, accurate, or at least somewhat accurate? Like, is this piece more expensive, like this much more expensive than that piece? Or like, you know, proportionally speaking, this is how much it would be. So our Wafen Rock is pretty much torn, and actually Charisma 9, because we're wearing torn shit, and better Charisma. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my usual thing of I'm gonna wait an hour to see if anybody else will return. Because you know what? It worked one time, and I'm gonna do it every time since. I need to get your sword, dude. Move. It's just interesting because he instantly booked it, and I didn't even have the dreadful, what you call it, the dreadful skill yet. Ooh, wounding arrow. Yeah. At this point, it's not really worth taking because there's only one of them. The problem is gonna be, like if I use that, it's like I'll use once and then I'll have to go straight to my inventory and equip the different thing. So that just sounds like a pain in the ass. What was your weapon, guy? It's kind of lost under there now. Okay. So the Bailiff's Mace is 61, but it does nothing else for these two. The Heavy Warhammer, oops, god damn it. Heavy Warhammer has at least a little bit of stab damage, so that might actually be worth doing. And of course, that's just a cool factor because it's a Warhammer. But I'm gonna keep the Bailiff's Mace for now. What I might do is once I get to that point where, actually, where's that book? Did I already learn the Bane Potion? No, not yet. I'm just wondering why my inventory is so heavy. That might have something to do with it as well, I suppose. So that helped. Piercing arrow 52, wounding. Oh, I do have enough wounding arrows. Or whatever. Oh. Let's give it an hour. Give that dude the chance to avenge his friends. And give us more loot. I already looted that guy. Oh, I wonder if this is why. It's because there's a camp here. No, I was gonna say too bad I can't sleep here. And Henry's hungry, So we're gonna eat some kind of stale bacon. Okay. Anyway, gonna need to find a bed soon. Thankfully, as far as I'm aware, that's pretty much the biggest major attack on the way to Pravitslavitz. And we missed a turn somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd rather not cut through the woods, because I feel like the last time I did that when I was trying to get up into the mines, I just kept running up into bushes, and that just kind of made it more annoying. Aha, there's the turn I needed.
Yeah.
We gone the wrong way again.
Yeah.
At some point I made the wrong turn. Oh, this isn't so bad. I don't know where I made the wrong turn though. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Okay, no, I'm looking at the right thing.
Yeah.
It's like literally at just some point I just made the completely wrong turn. The fact that there was a fight there, I think just like threw me off completely. There we go. Alright, so we're looking for a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, we'll look for him in the morning. So we need to clean up a little bit and sleep. And also save. That'll heal us most of the way, at least. Henry starving. Is there any food pots? There's apple bags. I mean, it's not like we were here poisoning the food supply for an army, you know, just before. Not at all. This is perfectly logical. Also, Henry, you just ate 15 apples. God almighty. There's still daylight, and it won't let us sleep. Well, not daylight. It's actually daybreak. Nice. Well, there's people here. Are they friend or foe? What? Bandits.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Damn, Henry, you
Well,
look
it
nice.
seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it. There's plenty of us and you're on your own, so I'd think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
With my mace, really. I have no time for this.
Enough beating around the bush.
At him, lads. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey! All of you, gather here! Too hard! Get over here!
Oh shit. Shit. So the biggest problem about that move is the fact that it puts the enemy like behind us. Okay. Gonna have to try and play a little bit more defensively. Okay. Henry.
Is that all you've got?
Crap, we're getting stuck.
You're dead.
No, you're dead.
I'm gonna enjoy this. You've got to be kidding. You'll pay for that. Fucking hell! You're weak at the knees, have you?
And now we've got our back behind people again. Okay, we're stuck. Oh!
You gonna cry now?
You know what?
Get one fox.
You know what? I actually really miss using my sword.
Bring it on. I don't know. What's the matter? Come on.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Come!
You call that combat? Here.
Oh, there we go. The thing about the sword is it's got a really good range. So when you do stuff like that, ooh,
Bollocks.
I wonder if I'd be better off not actually using my, you know, my shield. It is a long sword. I feel like, you know, why give up an advantage? Oh! Capitalized on that rush. It's like we were running out of breath, but... the ragdoll. Like, mercy kill. Everybody else that needs a mercy kill. Like, I thought it was a little weird that, you know, what you call it? I thought it was a little weird that the bandits were kind of just like hanging out there, but I guess it was like an option to like, oh, we'll deal with them. But you know what? You know what? This is the place where Henry got his first battle, and the first time we distinguished ourselves, you know, in the noble art of warfare. To all the nobility people that we know. It's actually a really nice outer vest. But I'm gonna deal with it. Take. Trying to be a little bit more selective as far as my loot. Like we have 13,000. So we can afford to be a little bit picky about looting, because it's gonna serve us better to have a stockpile of expensive stuff to sell, as opposed to taking all the cheap things and then having trouble, you know, carrying them around. So looted those guys. I think there's just one guy left, and then we're gonna wholesale transfer everything to the horse. That's really heavy for just 300. At least we're getting a lot of marigold deduction things. Ooh, see, that's more worth it. Uh-oh. Like, I kind of want to keep like a set of really nice clothing for Henry, if nothing else, just for like, you know, if I'm actually like full on just role playing the game. It sucks though. Our armor got beaten up for that one. I mean, it took a lot of hits, you know, it took a lot of punishment, so that's good. I really need to look at what I have in my inventory, because that's a lot of weight that I'm apparently carrying. So I'll have to figure that out later. Oh, these things, yeah, they add up. Because you don't think about it, it's like, oh, it's just loot. But it's a lot of loot. Put away our shirt. I don't need that right now. Okay. Need food. And we need sleep. And then when we wake up, we'll find the guy. You know, Sir Divicious is a man. Okay. I don't remember where they take them, but my best guess is gonna be the little, you know, the old church here. Oh. I hope he doesn't block my exit. It's that, or I'm just blind. And the dude was actually like right there. Which isn't impossible, honestly. Okay, yep. Horse. You gotta move, bud. Oh, haha. Wonder if that's gonna knock us down. Oh no, we're fine. Alright, let me make sure I take a good look around here and find this guy. I'm really curious now if I'm just blind. Oh, there we go.
Help me.
Marius.
Thank you. My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time. God's truth. I'm Henry of Scalith.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived. And so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
Alright.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
You took it a little bit too literally, guy. Alright. We're gonna do this or are we gonna do this?
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
We're gonna restore the church or just build a whole new one. I guess it'd be a waste back then to like...
Church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
Okay. Where are we going? Wonder if I should have just skipped this, but kind of interesting to see where this town's gonna go or how it's gonna look. Okay. Alright. Where are you going, bud? Oh, the classic following an NPC around.
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
Okay. I think I might wait. Nah. I was gonna say I might wait and just kind of follow him once he does big movements. Well, at least he's not afraid to go deep into the jungle. Or in the brush, as it were.
There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
It's like, oh, the memories of us assaulting this place. Are we almost done yet?
Main approach road and the stream. This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean. It can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
Oh, okay.
Supplies and trade will flow through here.
This guy's being very thorough. I really do kind of wish I'd skipped all this. Can we still do that? Come on, guy. We are men of action. And actually,
I can't
surprisingly,
even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
all right.
Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
Good God, this is taking a while. I wonder if we can get into these things. Oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Alright, I guess we're just following him around because obviously we need adult supervision.
Lots of space here.
I'm surprised he's not like taking notes or anything.
There's a well here already. All the better.
That's a well? I guess so. I was thinking it was like a weird medieval toilet.
Big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
Alright. Now are we done?
That's that then.
Oh, thank God.
Most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it. Which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Well, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
My wait. I'll head to Townburg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Okay.
My lord.
Oh,
welcome
wow.
to Pribyslavitz.
At least that was
That is
quick.
to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. There was no reasoning with them. They thought since it was 4-1, I'd be no trouble.
I expect that was a fatal mistake.
Just so, sir.
No loss. At least they won't be troubling us again. Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
Oh god. Okay, at least we're getting an option to talk about stuff.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, in which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
Naturally.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square. In particular, more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
Oh. It's a lot of money.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labor. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here. But now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
Yeah, that's gonna work out.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
If there's one thing we can
So,
do, it's maintain law and order.
Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
Yay!
Thank you.
You will
Go,
oversee
Henry.
the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But marrying someone costs a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
Fuck you, guy.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I'm assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rete bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to
We
my
just
duties.
got promoted.
Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Nice. Good job, Henry. Good job indeed. Another rat attorney. Another rat attorney. Well, I know what we're doing next quest. I mean, next time. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the video here, because this is going to be an hour long. Need to do a bunch of... Oh shit.
What did you say? What did you fucking say? You fucking son of
Okay, good thing they don't have armor.
You'll get what for. Christ!
I was hoping not to end the video on such boring circumstances. Oh.
Dear God!
Damn, Henry. It's a kill shot. Kill shot. Yeah. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to end the video after we just saw, like, you know, just nothing but dialogue. Thanks, guys. It's like stupid bandits providing entertainment since whatever year this is. I'm aiming for the Ratai lower gate because that's where our bed is, so we can heal. Then I guess I'll get everything prepared in time for the tournament. I doubt we're gonna have too much like crazy. Well, we probably won't have the crazy end to that tournament storyline since we already killed Black Peter, and we're, you know, I guess we're pretty much the reigning champion, so that's kind of cool. But I'm gonna save that for the next video. So I guess this, you know, thankfully this DLC is gonna be long enough that we actually have a whole lot of content that I can pull from that. So yeah, very excited, very excited. Yeah, we'll pick up the next video of us fighting the tournament, and I guess talking to the bailiff here about, you know, continuing the main quest line. Not the main quest line, the DLC quest line. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I did. I admit it got a little boring towards the end when we were just following the guy around, but you know, thankfully we have some 2 sacrificial bandits that provided us some entertainment. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.